I've got the first full gameplays of Madden 27. This video is presented by the EA Creator Network and it was recorded on a work in progress build. We've got new things like timing based catching, custom adjustments, the tackle stick, and more. So I'm going to do a regular gameplay and then I'm going to also do a new dynamic snow gameplay where you can see the weather changing in real time. But I want you to just take in the gameplay. I want you to hear the audio, the announcers, the crowd, the stadium effects, because there's a lot of new stuff this year. And I'll check in throughout the video to point out some of the new features.
Has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Lumen Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks are led out by Sam Darnold, year 9 out of USC. Of course, what a ride it was last year after all the stops, finally reaching the mountaintop and winning Super Bowl 60.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Now, one thing that I really like this year is the pocket movement. They actually sped it up, so you'll notice when you climb the pocket, they actually move faster. It incentivizes climbing the pocket more rather than drifting back. You'll move a little slower when you drift back, and that's just not what you're going to want to do this year.
There's so many key factors that allow a play. Wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks made year 3 for the 3rd overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. Runner-up for the league MVP a year ago, and the 2nd youngest quarterback to start a Super Bowl.
Defensive coordinators' nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat big plays can come? So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
You might have noticed in the top left corner there is a decibel meter now because they did reintroduce home field advantage to the game, and especially in the stadiums like Seattle, the decibels are going to get really high up there and it can mess with communication. It can make it hard for the offense to, make certain adjustments. Right here, I don't know what I'm doing with my user. I just took myself completely out of the play. I'm acting a fool, but the home field advantage is pretty real this year. It's not as serious as it is in college, but it's definitely going to cause a little bit of trouble, as it should. I mean, the home field team should have a bit of an advantage. Now, you'll also notice some new presentation as well at the end of the quarters. At halftime, they even show shots of the coordinators in the booth, which I think is cool. And when I was recording, there was even a point where I heard NFL primetime music. I was not expecting that, so I didn't get it every time I played, but it definitely is something that exists in the game.
They'll try it now with Henderson. Henderson gonna take it home. He is tough to bring down. Touchdown, New England. No problem there on the extra point. And the Patriots come right back to tie it at 7. One possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Cooper's.
Now, one thing I was definitely having trouble with was the blocking. I mean, the defensive line, you'll see, they were getting after me. They were getting pretty quick instant wins, instant sheds. They were splitting double teams. They were getting some pass rush wins with just one move. Some people might like that. Some people might not like that. I personally am not a fan when the O-line is just getting shedded very quickly. Some people feel that it is more realistic, but for me personally, I want the O-line to hold up a little better.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And May to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and he's got Booty to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Throwing, Darnold. That one incomplete. Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. And that is good coverage. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion. Brings up second out of the gun. Here's May. At the 40-yard line. Off balance throw. It's complete. To throw is May. And that ball incomplete. Off the bootleg. Here's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one.
Now I'm going to mess with some custom adjustments here. So you'll notice I was in a blitz, but I hit a couple buttons. Now I have 2 purple zones on the field. That is a custom adjustment that I had set up in my settings, and you can set up to 10 on both sides of the ball. So if you want to set up certain types of defenses, certain types of offenses, you get into the game, you click 2 buttons, and you have your entire play set up. So that's what I did on that previous defensive play. Now here, you're going to see we're in an offensive play, and I'm also using a custom adjustment now on offense. I hit 2 buttons, and you notice all of the routes changed, and then we green bean it because that's another new feature this year is the timing based catching. Now if you green the catch, you almost guarantee that you're going to catch it unless you get like hit with a hit stick or something like that. I personally like it. It can be a little overpowered at times, but I know they've already done some tuning with that, but it just gives you more control over your catches.
Taken in by Barner. Here's Darnold again. He's got it at the 3. First and goal. And he will wisely just get rid of this.
Quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will level the score on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. On the return, Travion Henderson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll take this to about the 28. Linebacker Ernest Jones. In motion goes Dobbs. Throwing on second down. May. Open man left side is Brown.
Now here I'm coming out in that blitz again, and I'm custom adjusting to put my blitzers into purple zone. So I'm running a hybrid man zone coverage, which is an effective tactic, especially with man defense being so good. So definitely make sure when you get the game, play around with the custom adjustments in your settings menu, set up some plays, and when you get in the game, you have a lot at your disposal without having to make a bunch of different adjustments on the fly.
Here's the rookie out of Notre Dame, Jadarian Price. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. It's a gain of 9. Brings up another run here with Price. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Hunt brings it in left side.
Speaking of those adjustments again, look at the play I came out in. I clicked 2 buttons to put one of my customs in, and look, I created an entire different play. Let's see if we cook up with it.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete. It's Cup again.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful.
I mean, Cooper Kupp's looking vintage today. I mean, he's scoring multiple touchdowns. Speaking of touchdowns, why don't you go ahead and touch down on that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. Got more exclusive videos coming over the next few days, and you're not going to want to miss it.
Get the call to start the 4th quarter. And he finds a little bit of space. On second down, it's May. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field. Intercepted.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager.
They'll run with Charbonnet. A modest gain. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Working out of the gun, it's May. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Now here I'm going to be using the aggressive coverage adjustment. You have aggressive, you have conservative. This just tells your defense to play a certain way. So I want them playing more aggressive underneath. And you can see they are all over these short routes. And it is my favorite thing this year. If you're worried about drags, flats, you're worried about them hitting short, put your defense on aggressive and watch what they do. But speaking of aggressive catches, now I'm getting aggressive caught by the new Patriot, A.J. Brown.
Stevenson. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Out of the gun, here's May. They send a receiver in motion left. We'll try to pick this up with a pop pass. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Now we're going to go to the rookie Jadarian Price here. We're going to get out of here with a win. Seattle winning the Super Bowl rematch. And we're going to jump into a dynamic snow game now. I wanted to come out here with the Giants versus the Eagles. You'll notice with the dynamic weather this year, the weather can change throughout the game. So I want you to just kind of take note where the weather's at, how it starts out. Notice we're starting the game. It's pretty heavy snow. It's foggy. The snow is coming down. But as the game goes on, it's going to change a little bit. But let's just talk about this opening kickoff. I mean, we're housing it untouched. Great blocking. And that's how you want to start, especially in the weather. We need that right there because that's going to make it a lot easier on our offense. Now we're up and our defense can come out here and play ball.
This afternoon. And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs is fast.
Phillies offense getting ready and on the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. They go with Brown. And he'll lose yardage. Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over first and 10.
Some true excitement to his team and to his fan base. I love his aggressiveness. Has to learn to protect him.
Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And he'll be brought down at the... Now Dart. And that will fall incomplete.
Now I want you to notice right here, I'm zooming in on formation shifts. So with the right stick inside of a formation, you can flick that right stick and notice how the formations are changing. I can change to a completely different formation. So look what I'm in, and then I'm shifting into the actual play that I called. This is a really great feature to really help catch your opponents off guard this year. And we're hitting Odell Beckham, who's back on the Giants looking just as good as ever.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30.
You're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the handoff, this is Scannaboo. And he'll be Dart. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he's down inside the 5. Throwing his Dart. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown drive.
They'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that throw behind. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts back. The Giants going back to work as you're going to look at their offensive coordinator, Matt Nagy. His guys have the first half lead here as they try to find some ways to attack this defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Throwing from the gun here, Dart flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
He just keeps it and runs again.
A short one there, caught by Likely. To the air, dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds. Up 2nd and 2. And this one is right through.
Now I'm checking in here. Notice now we're in the second half and look at the weather. It's still snowy on the ground, of course. It's still cold, but the snow isn't falling and the fog has cleared up. So even though we're still playing in some conditions here, it's not nearly as bad as it was in the first half. It's cleared up. And there's situations where if we play this game out, it'll even start snowing again. Now in this case, it didn't, but that can happen. And that's what I love about dynamic weather. It really just changes the whole feel of the game. When you actually get those weather games, whether they're rain or snow, the fact that the weather can start and stop, change up throughout the game, it really makes it feel more like real life. But we're up here, we got the game in control, so I'm not going to just waste time just running a blowout here. Just wanted you to get a feel for the presentation, the gameplay, the weather, and the sounds. I've got more exclusive coverage coming over the next few days, so make sure you're subscribed.